let's talk to Darren and Chuck.
That was great.
Okay, let's do a little setup here. We got home late last night. I was like, oh crap, we got to do that thing tomorrow. What cover are we gonna do? So I'm a guy that likes to rehearse a lot. So that's not true. I never do. But when I do, I like to show up correct for Elvis Duran and his friends. Hi guys.
Hi. You sounded great.
So-
Introduce everyone to your brother Chuck, Darren.
Hi everybody. This is my brother Chuck. He's
Hello,
the
brother.
the cooler, better half.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you were kids, did you all, I mean, between the fights and whatever, would you look at each other and say, hey, you know what, one day we should have a band together?
Absolutely.
You promised each other you would do this one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's sort of been way overdue. So I think a lot of people who were waiting for music from me, Chuck and I got together when I was like, okay, I'm going to put a solo thing out. And Chuck and I were writing all these songs, producing all these songs. And I was like, Chuck, this is
the thing.
This is it. This is us. This is the thing we've been waiting for. So here we are.
Well, Chuck, you know, your brother Darren's been really busy. What have you been doing since he's been out there, you know, doing the Glee and all these other shows and, you know, what?
So I was in a band for a while called Freelance Whales.
Right.
And we did our thing for a bit, and then we took kind of a hiatus, and I had some kids.
Drug problems.
Yeah, all the obligatory things.
the whole
This is his
rock and roll
comeback.
narrative, you know, highs and lows, and then you know, things settled down, and we were writing a lot of songs, Darren and I together, and then we realized
it all sort of convalesced in a really, really natural way. Because I've always admired Chuck's songs, and yeah, it's cool. This is like a total dream. I'm like trying to think of funny things to say on this show as I usually do. Maybe not funny, but really catty, mean things. And I got none. We really are just totally,
the
genuinely
thing with
happy.
working with Darren is that he is the worst.
The worst. By the way, we wanted to take this as an opportunity to announce that we're quitting. I'm quitting the band. It's over. This is it. It's
the band
over.
just started. We're quitting.
That's
all
over.
over.
We
It's
got
been
too
a
big
really
too quick.
Yeah, last night was too much.
Okay, so what are your expectations for Computer Games, your band? I mean, do you want to do smoky little clubs for a while, even though smoking is illegal in clubs?
Yes, it is.
Or, I mean, or do you want to do big venues, like big auditoriums or stadiums? I mean, where do you want this to go?
Well, what's really fun about we're both independent artists right now. Computer Games is a completely independent situation, and it's a really, really, really exciting time to be an indie artist because so much stuff is in sort of our realm of ability. We have so many connections that allow. I mean, you've been such a great friend. You guys have been such a wonderful family to even have us on the show. So, you know, our expectations are pretty low, actually. I
think that's good.
No, it's great because we set the bar pretty low for ourselves, and we get, you know, pretty surprised if something above that happens. But, you know, we're not shooting for anything crazier than that's above our ability. You know,
I think we should shoot for a stadium, but like an empty stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
we only play
people.
You should do
in a huge
the
stadium.
empty stadium tour.
Yeah.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, it's it. We only sell like 3 seats.
But you know, and what we've known about your brother Chuck for so many years, Darren is he seems like just an easygoing, chill guy. And just like whatever happens. If it succeeds, great. If it fails miserably, whatever, we'll get on the horse and ride again. That's just the impression I've always had of you.
Yeah.
And I think that really is the best way to approach a lot of things in life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I already
Why
feel
kill
like
yourself over it?
the project is a success just because we got to do it together.
Exactly. If the thing about this is that the fans, or lack thereof, who knows, when we put this out, we put this EP out yesterday, Lost Boys Live, which you can find all over the internet. We Play Computers as the handles for everything. You know, if we'll know very quickly who's listening to it, you know, where they're listening to it, how much they're listening to it, and we can kind of follow accordingly, whether it's another EP or if it is as a short tour, a full length album. We'll be able to collect that data because we live in the 21st century and these things are possible. So we'll know what the next step is very quickly. But
unless Ricky is just lying to us and giving us false data.
He's been giving us fake news.
He's like, you guys are number one in every country.
Number one in
the
Japan.
world. We're like,
See?
wow, that's
Okay,
amazing.
So your EP came out yesterday.
Yesterday.
And by the way, the Rihanna cover you just heard is not on the EP, but we're about to play. We're going to play one of your original songs in a second. Right?
Great.
A song that you wrote.
Yes,
Chuck
that we
wrote
wrote and produced together with our friends from the 11 that produced the record.
Okay. It's called Every Single Night. We're going to play that in just a second. But where do you find it? Is it on iTunes?
It's on iTunes, Spotify, all over the internet.
Why is it not on iHeart?
Well, that's up to you, Mr. Duran.
You're sitting here in iHeart Central.
That's why we came here. Come on, guys, hook it up. You think we came here for our health?
Well, who do we call? We own iHeart, but who do I call to get a song on iHeart?
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys know Elvis Duran, but he wields some power.
Who do I have to do to get a
just
song?
Just go upstairs and just ask them.
Well, we have to go to the 21st
floor.
floor.
You know a guy that knows a guy. I think you guys have the power.
Okay, we're going to get it on iHeart.
Yeah,
that would be
burn
amazing.
you a CD.
Yeah, we'll burn you. Yeah,
do you still have a CD player?
Yeah, we're out in Times Square. Pat, hey, you like music? y'all like computer games?
Okay, Okay, so the name of your collaboration is Computer Games.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that's growing up in a day and age of playing computer games together
Yeah.
as brothers?
Yeah, Chuck.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we weren't really allowed to play video games.
So computer games was kind of like this, like leave it to kids to find the easy loophole. Well, you didn't say computer games.
It's like Sim City, stuff like
exactly.
that.
But
Right.
what's cool as we got older, the creativity that we put into SimCity or Oregon Trail is what we ended up putting into music programming now. Logic or Pro Tools or Ableton. Those are our computer games now. So the music that we're making is quite literally computer games. And also it's kind of a take on the way we all communicate in this day and age, which is via computer games on our phones and our computers. So everything is sort of a computer game. So it's sort of an all-encompassing band name.
If you're just turning us on, this is Darren Criss and Chuck Criss. Together they are computer games. And
Yes.
like I said, we're going to play one of their new songs in a second.
Please.
But I just read something on your bio, Darren, that's freaking me out.
Oh, no.
You are going to play on American
Did you
Crime.
not know this? You're finding this out in real time?
There's a story behind this. And I just got kind of scared a little bit.
This goes to show you don't do your homework.
Andrew Cunanan was his name?
Yeah.
Okay, so back in whatever year that was, Andrew Cunanan
97, I think.
walked up to Versace and killed him and was on the run for several days.
That's right.
Now, I had some surgery done, and not on my face.
Really?
But no, I had some. No, not that kind of surgery.
Oh, okay.
I had what are those
Your
things
boobs
called?
did look bigger.
Where they put a mesh on your thing to hold it in. The
Gastric
What?
bypass?
Stint?
No, when the thing bursts out through your stomach.
A hernia.
A hernia.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had a house
This
out.
is a very
I
sexy
had a house out in the
morning show.
Hamptons. I was out there by myself, convalescing with no car, and I couldn't move. And they said Andrew Cunanan, the murderer of Versace, they said at one point he was spotted in the Hamptons.
Yeah, because
I was convinced on all the pills I was taking, he was going to break in. He was going to have sex with me and then kill me.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Because,
It's very considerate
But
of him.
so now every time I hear the name Andrew Cunanan, I get nervous. And now my friend Darren Criss is playing Andrew Cunanan.
Yeah,
Another
that's-
reason to not really trust you.
I think, our relationship just kind of continually just going down the tubes.
Okay, so talk to me. Playing, and your brother's playing.
What's funny is Chuck probably looks a little more like Andrew than I do.
I mean,
You
look at the
Google
picture.
Andrew Cunanan, it just looks like me. It's kind
I
of.
feel like all white, half Filipino boys like me and my brother all end up because he was the same thing. He was like half Italian.
The same thing. I like how you said that.
Hey,
Chuck-
we're all
I
all
will
the
tell you,
halfies are
between
in the same
Darren and his
community.
brother Chuck. Chuck looks like the murderer a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, look at this picture of
Yeah,
Andrew
there
Cunanan.
There he
I
is.
am.
There's
You
Chuck.
need some round
Yeah.
glasses.
You
Put
look
some
like-
round glasses on Chuck. There
You
he
were
is.
Chuck Cunanan.
No, wait, how do
Yeah.
you get this? Like, do you have to prove to them you would be a good murderer?
No, I mean it's sort of in the Ryan Murphy family. Actually, I owe a big debt of gratitude to Ryan Murphy for having faith in me to do this. But it's a great cast. Edgar Ramirez is playing as Versace. I can't tell you who Donatella is, but
I can
when you
guess.
find out, it's
We know.
awesome.
For, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
that's American
Yeah.
Crime
Just
Stories
makes
coming
sense.
out.
Yeah.
It'll come out in 2018.
It's not who you think it is, but when you
It's
hear who
not?
it is, you're gonna be like, ooh,
It's Lady Gaga. Okay, done. Let's move on.
it's not. But
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
Don't look at me like that.
It's seriously not. But
It is. It's totally announced.
I
It's
wish
It's Lady Gaga.
She's a superstar. She's like doing pop stars. She can't do that.
It's Lady Gaga.
It's not.
All right, so okay, until it comes out. So, are you guys? I mean, talk to me about your schedule.
So I mean, I'll probably start shooting sometime end of April.
No, the two of you. Enough about you.
No,
Let's talk about you and your brother.
Well, so what I'm saying is when we do that, so Chuck and I are going to kind of be seeing how what happens in the next couple weeks before we do that. So we're just going to be.
We'll see.
Chuck and I have a lot of writing to do.
You guys are such San Francisco boys. Like, we'll just say.
Yeah.
Well, no, what's the plan? Do you have like a schedule? No, we just kind of drive from town to town and just play.
we just stay with our friend Craig in his van. He's been really
we
great to
eat
us.
edibles and just travel.
How do you have time to do that with filming that thing? And then aren't you doing a crossover episode of something?
I already did that. Yeah, I did that in Vancouver. In fact, we were mixing this record while I was in Vancouver shooting The Flash, which we should also plug because I'm on the radio. But yeah, on March 20 and 21st, I'm doing a musical crossover episode of The Flash
You're
and
the villain,
Supergirl.
aren't you?
I'm also a villain. People are just starting to see through me to the villainous core that I am.
The real you.
We saw it long ago.
Yeah,
But
so
I'm-
you heard it here first.
But I love that you're doing this project because it's different than anything you've ever done.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are having a good time with each other. I mean, Chuck,
having a
working
blast.
with Darren is okay.
Yeah. So far, so good.
So I'm going to play your song as we say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm going to play your song.
I will say I hope people like it, but what's fun is if they don't really react in the way that we hope they do. Chuck and I still feel like we win because we've been wanting to do this for so long that it's, if this goes nowhere, like this is still such a huge tick off the bucket list that
I love that.
we're super happy.
It's a project of love.
It really is.
And
It's
we got to come here.
and we got to come here. We're talking to Elvis Duran. We're playing our song on the radio. Can you believe it?
this is
Now
huge.
we're on the radio.
It's huge. Tamara, is this you?
Yes.
You heard Darren and Chuck Criss, Computer Games. You do the Rihanna cover a few minutes ago. How did it make you feel?
You got me like, oh, I want to have sex.
Wow.
Oh.
Did you get a lady boner?
I actually did. I'm driving to work, and I like instantly got shivers and just got that feeling.
Wow. Well, too bad that song isn't our song.
No, you made it your song, and that's what this is all about. I like that you feel that way. Now, Tamara, I want you to go to iTunes and buy their EP. It's called Lost Boys Life.
Lost Boys Life, yeah. Like we're living that Lost Boys life.
Lost Boys Life. It's available now. It's under Computer Games. Will you promise me you'll go buy that?
I absolutely will.
I love that. You can have that
thanks,
special,
Tamara.
You can
Thank
have
you
that
so much.
special feeling at home.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Tamara. All right. And I'm going to play your song.
Please do. Let's boogie.
It's called Every Single Night.
Every single night.
It's Darren and Chuck Criss, Computer Games.